you.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Let me get my
You
stuff
got this.
going.
Oh yeah, let me.
Do you want to see my splits and everything?
My Discord too. What's up?
You want to see my entire layout and my splits and everything?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that should be good.
How's that look?
Check.
Or is that small?
It's kind of small, yeah.
Why is it doing that? Let me... Oh, I think we're live. Is that okay with you?
Oh, we're live now? Yeah.
Okay, as long as you can see it
yeah.
and I can see it, then we're good. Alright, hello, everybody, I'm Big Mikey, and I'm here with Freezy Pop, and I'm going to be running Team Dark LTS.
Hello, how's it going, everybody?
Yep, let me make sure we got the countdown ready. I'm ready when everyone else is.
I'm good to go whenever you are, Mikey.
Yep, we just need the thumbs up from the people. But yeah, for the most part, this is Team Dark from start to end, LTS style, which is what the Sonic Heroes community has dubbed the limited tech selection, which restricts the use of certain really big skips. We still do a couple skips. All right, I'll do a countdown, Freezy, and then I'll start my splits.
Sounds good to me.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm counting on you guys.
All right, let's go, Team Dark. Yeah, if y'all are interested in Team Dark LTS or any LTS category, I highly suggest it, mainly because it's a great way to get used to the movement of this game. As you notice, it's like a lot different from, let's say, Adventure 1 and Adventure 2. But still a very fun time, very fun. Definitely give it a try if y'all can.
Yeah, it's a really good way to kind of get into any of these speedrun categories without having to, you know, go for insanely like difficult or maybe possibly frame perfect tricks.
And now we're coming up on Side Hill. Side Hill, pretty much very similar to Team Sonics, except, you know, with Team Dark, they just say, let's just add a bunch of robots to make it harder. And that's basically what they try to do, to make it harder from Team Sonics. Here we go, we got Mikey doing this amazing movement over here with Shadow, jumping up here. Hey, nice hop.
Yeah, that one's really precise. It's kind of daunting, or it's a little it's more challenging than it looks.
And we got the loop skip over here. And we just enter this cannon as a speed formation, because that's just the fastest one. If you notice, there's like different ways that the cannons launch you. Speed formation is usually a launch forward. Flight formation is usually launching upwards a little bit, but usually kind of in the same direction as speed. And then power formation is more of like a manual launch, so you can just launch all three characters at your own will, or you can just cancel it with B. Oh, yo, nice tornado.
Thank you. I think you might be a little behind the gameplay wise. I might try to refresh my gameplay for you in between levels.
Okay, yeah. So are you at the bottom of the beach currently right now?
Yeah, I'm actually climbing up the tower at the end of the beach section.
There we go. Okay, yeah, I think I was just mentioning the tornado because I forgot to mention it earlier.
Oh, okay. Yep, I'm in the air right now.
Yeah, then we just skip the rainbow rings there, because the rainbow rings kind of slow you down. Yeah, you know, just try to go fast. Switch off of Omega to Shadow. And then we're just gonna orbit our characters around.
Oh my.
Just so we can get rid of these blocks instead of just like spamming Omega's like roller skating move would be. And here we're just launching upwards because this is like the fastest one, so you know, switch to Rouge.
Yep. And this is the second cart section in this stage so far, which is like it's already the first level and you're in 2 cart sections. I promise it is not that often. This stage might make you believe otherwise, but it is not that often.
1279, not too bad.
My first cart was a 7... shoot, what was it? I'm already forgetting. I think it was a 721. I really try to get sub 720. It's kind of a meme. It's like saving frames. I'm not really, I don't really need to save frames. I kind of need to save seconds or minutes, even.
Yep, and that's the end of Seaside Hill. Good stuff, good stuff.
Thank you.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, carts usually, like, even like a 721 is still like a fantastic time. But yeah, like Mikey said, it's usually just like a meme of like, oh, if I don't get like a 718, I'm gonna reset the run. It's like, yeah.
Reset if I don't get a 716. And one time Emerald got a 716, and I've never seen that before in my entire life.
Ever in my life. We were just talking about it and you just got it literally that like 2 minutes later.
So this is Ocean Palace, and we've seen this before with Chaotix and Rose that have been shown off this weekend so far. But it's a lot about destroying blocks and going through doors really fast. I think that this is one of the easier teams to go through doors with.
Yeah, because usually you can
no.
just, oh no.
Just a little short.
Oh, this is still fine though.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually you can just, use 2 swings and Omega's punches just to break through doors, just like that. Makes breaking through doors like super easy.
Alright, this part is probably the scariest part of the whole level. Or we're fine though. Those enemies can push you off, and then you just die. Alright, and Rouge is behind me, so I can mash really fast to get a couple really quick rocket excels and kicks. And if you notice so far, a lot of the movement has been kicking around. I'm not just mashing, there is kind of a method to the madness. Alright, I'm gonna go for something a little tough here, so I'll focus a little bit.
Alright, you got this. Glide.
Yep, there we go.
Go. Oh, good stuff, good stuff.
Thank you.
With Team Dark, in this turtle section, you're not gonna take like any cannon. You're just gonna jump across to the other turtle, and then just like take the platforms across that that are boosting you across. So no need to learn cannons. You just skip that part, so we don't have to glide upwards and just jump upward. One last door for Omega to break open.
Ooh, unfort.
No kick. It's all good though.
Yep. Doesn't really lose that much.
Just glide. Yeah, we can just glide up here.
Why don't we try up there?
And here we're coming up into the first one of the scariest things in casual playthroughs. 'Cause I know a lot of people have usually just mashed B at this point, which is definitely not what you're supposed to do because that's how the rock just hits you right here and just like pushes you all the way down to the death pit.
Yeah, what you really want to be doing is oh wow.
Oh no, not the rock.
Alright, I should be fine now. I should be fine. Okay, we're fine.
Alright, you're good.
Um,
And that's Ocean Palace.
what you want to do for the boulder section is essentially not do anything, like not hold anything until you touch the ground, then you just hold down. But if you hold down while you're in the air and you land too far on the slope, the rock just rubber bands to you and and you just get hit. You can even get hit in the air.
It's like the most intense Mario Kart rubber banding I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
And here we are, the first boss, the Egghawk.
Yep. Egghawk.
So with bosses in this game, they usually don't take that long. This one you're actually gonna see. We're gonna go. We're actually not gonna play it like you're normally supposed to do while going forward and having land in the middle. We're actually gonna turn back around real quick, and there's a box that always has invincibility right here. So we're gonna go all the way up on this little hill right here. Oh, there we go.
So I didn't get far enough, so I gotta make sure that he gets to about this area.
Yeah,
so
just like a little bit up the hump, so he'll just land right here. And now you just spam Omega's fire dunk until he's dead. And since you have invincibility...
Oh my
no,
gosh!
Oh no, it's all good.
Alright, it's fine.
And we'll just do the same things. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of easy to not get a ring there. Sometimes I actually just go for the safety ring just in case in the very beginning, just to make sure I don't ever have to deal with that one.
And then almost a sub 20.
The classic. Yeah, that's basically the strat for the boss, and it works for every single team. Knuckles is also doing the same fire dunk. And then Big is just standing there and just using his invincible hurt box the entire time, and Vector's just like spamming on ground fire dunk. So yeah, similar strats to fight Egghawk.
Yep. And now we're coming into Grand Metropolis, which one of my favorite looking stages in the whole run. I love the way this stage looks, and I really like Egg Fleet.
Same. I'm also a big fan of Casino Park by look, but not by playing it. Yeah. I think the stage looks really pretty, but yeah, I don't like playing it. Oh, the loop. The loop sometimes loves to go backwards. Yeah, this stage has some pretty interesting movement. Very nice to play. It's one of my favorites as well, just like playing alone. Yeah, while Omega's grabbing that, we're gonna do that, and then while that door's opening, you can actually just tornado with Shadow to get rid of that robot shield, so you're just ready just to immediately fire dunk him.
Yep, and I caught a little speed pad back there. It's kind of hidden, unless you break the boxes, but I know it's back there, so I just kind of roll into it. And I'll be getting this checkpoint just in case. We're gonna go for kind of a little difficult. It's not that difficult. Yeah.
Well, let's go. Nice. Yeah, for that bridge clip, all you have to do is just kind of dip low a little bit when you start your flight, and then just boost upwards against the bridge. But there's also just something you could do instead. Like if you want to play it safer, is at that checkpoint you could just use Team Blast Glitch. And if y'all don't know what that is, it's basically switching between your flight character to either your speed or power character on the same frame you press B. And just having enough Team Blast in order to Team Blast right there, get rid of the robots, cancel it, so the bridge will fall down. Oh, we're fighting. Let's go. Oh, wow, that's super fast. I actually never thought about fighting it that way. You can just kick across here and don't have to wait up to pull that much. Oh no, the catch-up flight, no!
I did it on purpose. I wanted to really get all the way to that ring over there, but I just undershot it by a little bit.
So close. And then we up this pole real quick. And then we're gonna be on our first instances of using rails.
Yep.
And basically, if you notice with rails, we're going to be switching between power and speed constantly, because that's the easiest way to like build up speed on the rails. Oh no!
Wow, I didn't
I've
even.
never seen that.
I was not actionable. Normally, that does not kill you. Normally, you can fly out of it. Alright, I'm going to do that a little safer this time.
There we go.
And now I don't have a Team Blast, so I gotta go for one of these.
Yeah, and then those enemies, I don't know why they're there. You can just skip them by just hitting the spring and just going up with Shadow. Let's take out this robot, or we can just go across like that. There we go.
Yeah, I like going across. Alright, pray
Always
for
go
the
fast
intern
stuff.
loop. It works.
Oh, it actually worked for once. Let's go, intern loop. Yeah, if y'all are wondering why this loop's called the intern loop, it's basically because that loop, for some reason, refuses to work. In a sense of like having the character move around it. It's very rare, or like we don't see it that often, where the loop actually like performs the way it's supposed to. But yeah, usually there's times where you just fall off the loop entirely. Sometimes you're just walking backwards on it. I'm not sure what to do in order to like stay on the loop. The best thing I found was just staying to like the left side of it.
I pretty much want to make sure that I'm in or close to the middle as possible.
What's wrong with
And just not have too much speed. I think it's
really?
a big speed thing.
That might be true.
This stage I've been doing a lot of ILing recently, just trying to be prepared for tonight. So hopefully the things that I'm working on will go well. There's a lot of stuff that I've been doing that's really new. So yeah, everyone cross your fingers. And it's also really cool stuff, so like I want to show it off because it's cool. Oh,
Whoa.
these loops are just not liking me today.
The city section is just not being friendly.
Let's go.
Alright,
Alright, one more
take
try.
2. Come on, Rainbow Rings, be nice.
See,
Alright, there we
it
go.
wanted to do it again.
It wanted to, it was trying.
And this is one of the teams that has enough height with their jump to just do that. Okay, so I got level 2 Rouge. This is a small instance of RNG that kind of matters.
Good RNG. And you're just gonna... Oh,
Oop. Oh my. Yeah.
skip
go
all
up
these
that
spots and just jump up
real
the
quick.
hill. Yep. Level 2 ruse to take out these flying bots so we can have a platform to jump up here.
And we need these speed shoes over here.
These speed shoes... Oh. Hello?
Okay. Alright,
Hello?
this game is being very mean to me today. How many times can I say this has never happened to me before before I sound like a broken record? Anyway, that's enough to get across.
Making things interesting.
I just want to
That's still
survive
enough
at this
speed to
point.
skip that whole section. Ah, you're doing fine. And we just hit the rail over here. Now we're coming up on the elevator section.
And we can do a really neat thing where, if you... Oh, never mind. I wasn't able to. Oh!
Careful, no rings. Oh, there we go, we got rings.
Okay. We made it.
Let's go. Yeah, and these elevator sections, what makes it a little bit different from Team Sonic's is that they basically added these little mini shortcuts that you can use in Team Dark's run. So instead of like playing the Team Sonic way of just you have to kind of like chill and wait on the elevator, Team Dark just says, I don't want to play here. I don't want to wait on this elevator. Let's just go.
My. Oh my.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh my god.
Oh no, no checkpoints.
Let's go.
No,
I can't believe I
not
didn't get a
the
checkpoint.
All good. We can just rush through this real quick.
Yep.
Just get the really good RNG once again for Rouge. There's our level 1.
Alright, so this is a good way to show off the bad RNG. There's always a flight level up there.
Yeah, so if you don't get the Rouge level up from those 3 flying robots, you can always just get a that turtle is always like a good backup plan because that item box underneath is always like a Rouge level. We get to use the speed shoes. Gold turtle, please behave.
Yeah, if you wait for him to start actually doing his attack, that's when he dies in 1 hit. But he will die in 2 hits if you don't wait.
What a bunch of annoying punks. Let's take care of them first.
I always get a little bit nervous when there's no rings.
After you clear those first 2 enemies, there's really nothing else on the elevator that can really hurt you too much.
There we are.
Alright, we're back. I'm going to the middle now.
And then we can just rocket excel through these fireballs so we don't like take any damage from them. And just use level 2 Rouge to destroy all these flying robots, because level 2 flight characters are just insanely powerful. Like, possibly like some of the strongest characters in the entire game. So make sure you get to your flight characters at level 2 whenever you can, as soon as possible for especially a lot of situations. Here we go, enter the cannon as Omega so we can just fly across here. And that way we can just jump up here with Rouge and hit the rail.
Yep, and
now, this shortcut's a slight bit different than Rouge's, where you play a Shadow and you have to use Light Dash.
similar but
once,
different.
Light Dash is actually doing its job. Let's go, Light Dash. Don't get to say that often. Yeah, very similar shortcut, like you said. And then we just get rid of all these bots because there's a ton of them. We can just use Team Blast here. Here comes the section that probably a lot of people dreaded playing in childhood, the lava section. Which actually isn't that bad, because, you know, just rush through it with a lot of it with Rouge to fly up the platforms. And just use Thunder Shoot, like right where you're standing right there, and just like take out the 3 flappers right there. And skip him, get the pulley, and we're at the end of the section.
Whoa! Ah.
That's an interesting camera angle.
Almost a sub 4.
That was such a good one too. Dang, a
Yep.
402? That's amazing.
Piece of cake.
If only. That death did set me back, but yeah. We're going to Team Chaotix
but we
now.
Just gotta keep moving. Yeah. So team fights, basically all you have to do is with most team fights is manipulate the AI to all fall off the map. So this is what Mikey's gonna do right now with Chaotix. Is jump over here. They're all gonna try to attack you, and they all miss, and that's the end of the fight.
There we go.
And now we go to Casino Park.
Best to keep your guard up while those guys are around.
Still a sub-9 Team Chaotix fight. Pretty solid.
Yeah. It's kind of up to them, honestly. I just jump off and I see what they do.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Sometimes I actually get attacked by SBO and still win the fight. I just get kind of nervous because I think I'm gonna have to like restart because they just like took
Oh,
me out.
really? I've actually never been hit by them.
Hey guys, wait for me!
It's
I've
crazy
been
that
hit a
it still
few
works.
times by them. Yeah. All right, so casino park time. It's time for the dreaded pinball tables.
Yep, and honestly, this one is not as bad as Bingo Highway. In my opinion, there's still a lot that can go wrong.
I'll take it from here!
Yeah. So the main goal here, you just don't want to. You're trying to play the pinball table as less as possible. So
Yeah.
we're just trying to like jump across it and just not touch it because it's just controls terribly, and you just don't want to deal with that.
Omega, attack them!
Yeah, that section we went through the middle section because that one always launches you up near like the top where you need to go
Mhm.
because that's the fastest way. And we're just gonna skip we're gonna skip the little slide right there to the end of it. We go all the way over here.
Get from here!
Whoa!
Woohoo!
Alright.
Turtles, why are they doing this? Alright, I'm gonna come up here. This part of the pinball table. Okay, there we go, Omega. Okay, Shadow Lift. That part of the table lines up perfectly where you can just use Thundershoot and launch your characters across there. And just happens to be perfectly where you can just go across there, land right there, and just continue the rest of the stage. And at last table was the most we're gonna play that level. Play the pinball table. So, and right here we're actually gonna clip through the lasers. There we go. Nice stuff.
I'll take it from here.
And all that is basically just is basically having your characters orbit around, hitting the lasers, so Shadow takes some damage.
Oh,
man, that
my!
robot
Could
just
you
came out of
imagine?
nowhere.
Could you imagine?
That robot is trying our lives.
Perfect.
My
Yeah, you just
heart.
get some damage on Shadow. Rocket Excel through the lasers and jump at the same time right before you hit the lasers, and you can just clip right through. And that saves a lot of time because you don't have to play that final pinball table.
And here's Bingo Highway.
I'll take it from here!
Yes.
I'm already
really
going
good
backwards,
stage.
and Shadow's already
Oh,
dead.
Shadow! And Shadow is dead. See, this is the reason why we don't like to play the pinball tables. They took Shadow from us.
He will come back. I just Oh, he's back.
Yeah, there he is.
I was not expecting him to come back there.
I actually thought he was going to take a little bit.
Omega, attack them!
Well, the rule of thumb is
Skip all,
that
yeah.
if you are on a pinball table and just one of your teammates dies, when you get off of that pinball table, they will not come back until you either get on another pinball table and get off of it again, or you get to the next checkpoint.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
So if both characters are dead off the pinball table, that's usually like much better. Because
Yeah.
usually, from my experience, they both come back when you just land off the table. This section always kind of trips me up a little bit.
Yep, it's tough. I took it a little slow, and it kind of paid off.
Yeah, it's still good.
Yeah.
Land on these dice that are
Yeah, I'll
just
just get off of this guy.
slowly.
I'll take it from here. Go.
Go, good jump.
Formations to sideways from
Oops.
here.
Just
I
riding
kind
down this table.
of messed up my level.
Skip the little bonus section.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be level 2 Omega here, but it doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
his fire would be kind of nice at this point.
Do your thing.
I'll try to do a little door clip here.
Yeah. Let's see. Door clip. No.
Try one more time. Where's Rouge?
One more for the
Oh well.
fans. Where's
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
Rouge-
She
Rouge
did
was
not.
missing.
She was not feeling it. Rouge was not feeling it today.
Oops.
Yeah, go Omega, go, please.
It's all over if you fall.
And thankfully, this is like the part in Bingo Highway where I feel like most of the BS is kind of behind us. What do you think?
Yes. Pretty much everything after this point is just like not that bad to deal with. The only thing is maybe the final table, but usually that one doesn't trip up that much.
I'm just gonna get this just
Speaking
in
of the final
case.
table. Oh yeah, good point.
I'm too short.
Go. Alright, there we go. Here, there's just like a ton of enemies like within the glass, so just
Yep.
team blasting them is better than just going and fighting all of them.
Alright, I'm gonna do a trick here that we have not seen yet in the marathon. It's called Power in Flight Formation, which essentially boils down to you controlling a character that the game thinks you are not controlling. So I'm controlling Omega right now, but if you see Rouge is being selected, that means that I'm very far away from her, and they don't load in any objects in the level, and they don't load in kill planes either. So I can take this all the way to the end of the stage. And Rouge is still back there chilling. The only stipulation is that I cannot ever touch center on the analog stick.
Mission completed.
There we go.
Once you go neutral stick, you basically just teleport to being like Rouge again up top. So make sure you don't do that until you land. And once you land, make sure to switch straight to Omega as well. Yep,
Oh my
that's Bingo Highway.
I love this the Joey copy pasta in the chat right now.
I'm loving this.
Oh.
No Bingo Highway fans? Based. No Bingo Highway fans? Very based.
We love to see it.
Bingo Highway slander in my chat? Lovely. Alright, now it's time for some fun.
This is real Freezy
And by fun,
territory.
I mean-
I feel like you should just take it away. I don't really have too much to say.
Alright, so now we're in a territory I love to play, Robot Carnival. Basically, all you have to do is fight a bunch of waves of robots that always spawn the exact same way. RNG kind of matters for some of
Ooh.
these. Lightview's got some pretty solid RNG of getting Rouge to level 3 already. And as you can see, using Rouge at level 2 or higher, Rouge can just like annihilate all these robots. There we go. That one missing. And then, so like this wave, you can either take them all out with Omega like this. Oh, one lived.
Interesting.
Annoying little
This
things,
one,
aren't they?
all you have to do is tornado in the middle to get rid of all these robot shields, because these shields for some reason just take like a million hits to live.
I was ready
Take
for
a
it, and then
million
I
hits, like,
second
break.
guessed.
Just as good.
I second guessed myself.
And this wave is the titanium bots, which you can't really destroy them unless you're Omega, so team blasting there is always nice. Then we got the little jellyfish. Oh no!
Oh wow, I could have died. Alright,
Taking
level 3
Omega.
Rouge can do this.
And Rouge does this section, and then we're coming up on the turtles. And with level 3 Shadow, Shadow just destroys them all in homing attacks.
I'll take it from here. I'll take it from here. I'll take it from here.
We got the little another wave of flappers real quick.
I'll take it from here.
And then this wave has titanium bots, turtles, and also robots with shields, so yeah, team blast. And then the final wave, there's a balloon up here, luckily, and we can just team blast again once the robots start. Once all the gold robots start landing.
Yep.
And that is Robot Carnival.
This is only the beginning. Don't get too excited, boys.
I remember
Those were the
growing up thinking that when playing that stage, I always saw Eggman orbiting around the stage, and I thought the goal was to hit Eggman. So every time like robots were spawning, I was like, I can't thunder shoot him, I can't hit him. Am I just stuck on this level forever?
Pieces of junk.
That's so funny. There's
And then when you
there's
said
other
those
games
were
where
easy ones.
I wouldn't be surprised that you thought that, because in Battle for Bikini Bottom, there's actually a section where Plankton's like in some floating thing. It looks just like Eggman's thing, and you have to hit him from outside the ring.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
You know what I'm talking
Gotta use
about?
the cruise bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Energy detected. Ground base up ahead.
Yeah, I just thought like, yeah, it's Eggman, I gotta hit him. That's how you beat the game.
Annihilate.
If y'all like rail grinding, well,
You're in luck.
welcome. You get to see a lot of it in this stage. And welcome to Rail Canyon. Or I like to call it Pain Canyon, because this
Pain
level
Canyon.
sometimes it's kind of scary.
The control stick left or right, and press the A button to jump from rail to
Yeah, landing on
Oh.
rails. That Rhino is always the scary one, because he just loves to shoot spike balls near you when you're trying to
Yeah.
land on these rails. We could skip all these, that whole like little rail section right there, and just land down here. Jump up here with roots, because don't want to take the spring. And then instead of like taking those switches of the rails, we can just jump across and just fly across there.
Yep, and here's a little scary one. We got it.
Yep.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, you just want to be on this rail, because in this loop section, if you're on blue or yellow, they actually just make you keep looping around until you hit red. So blue being the worst one, yellow being the second worst, and then red being the best one. So just stay on the red rail in that section, so you don't ride the loop multiple times.
Yep, and you're noticing I'm switching between power and speed while on the rail. That's to essentially do a little boost animation in one frame by holding the B button. So I'm always holding the B button, and I'm clawing the controller with my index finger. And
Yeah,
just mashing between X
That's
and Y.
the only section I actually switched. Yeah, that's where I switched like my hand formation when playing this game too.
I actually do a lot of claw grip when switching between characters. Not always,
Oh really?
but if I ever have to be jumping or holding B or doing anything with the other buttons, I claw the X and Y buttons.
I usually just claw for rails and for Team Blast.
Yeah, I do that too.
Everything
for Team
else
Blast
pretty
glitch-
much just like my normal grip for it.
We're pretty tall, so we can get up here.
Yeah, just damage boost through the train so we can walk through fire and just take out all these shield bots, which don't take that long because for some reason metal shields are like worse than those like rocky shields that they had.
Cool, and I used a tornado around the enemy that was big enough to hit the switch and the rail.
Tornadoes
Oh my
kind of
God.
have like a lock-on property in a sense, so you can just do something like that. Go up these bots so we can go down the middle rail right here. Grab a little nice one up for luck. And just stay on the little red rail.
Yep, and if you go too fast through these rails, the game just turns you around.
Yep,
So I try not to do too much
I've experienced
switching
that.
there.
Mission completed.
I've also found if you do a lot of switching when hitting the little switches, sometimes they don't activate,
Mhm.
and you just slide off to your death in that game. In that sense.
Yep. Next up is Bullet Station,
we're
which is
rookie.
probably the hardest level in the run. Would you say that?
Yeah, Bullet Station, super hard level. Honestly, I think I'd probably have to agree with you. That's probably the hardest one in the run.
Egg Fleet's also insanely hard.
I would put Lost Jungle up there as well. We can skip the pole by just using a kick across.
Oh no, my teammates got beat up, so I couldn't switch to them. This will still be a good cycle though.
Yeah.
It looks fun. Let's get in.
Do you want to explain the cycles with the little shotgun, Mikey?
Yeah, so it's just a global cycle that starts when you load in the level. So there I got 27, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice for me. You
27 is
can
definitely
probably get
very
the next
solid one.
cycle if you're playing like a god. Because I felt like that was pretty clean.
And some of the cycles can be really tough. But still, 27 is very good. Omega just kind of like shot up in the air right there.
Alright, here I'm going to do a little something a little scary.
Ooh. Ooh, nice movement. Dodging the Rhino.
Yeah, dodging a rhino
Yeah,
there.
right there. Yeah, right there. Team Dark thinks it's very funny to do, haha, let's just put a random Rhino right there to interrupt you while you're having fun on this level.
Jump scare the
'Cause
team.
Bullet Station, yeah, Bullet Station likes to not let you have fun on pretty much like this entire team. And sometimes Team Sonic as well. And the same thing, you know, haha, funny Rhino in the middle. You just dodge him.
That was something I actually had to like pay attention to for my All Stories run, was which team had rhinos in the middle rail and which teams have rhinos on left and right rail.
That's the one thing I always forget about, which teams have which.
It's all over if you fall.
And there I'm just gonna light dash across those rings, make the jump a little less perilous. And if you notice here, I'm switching to Rouge and immediately switching to Shadow and jumping almost on the same frame. That's because if they're all bundled up together, then hopefully they'll all jump in the cannon at the same time. It doesn't always happen like that. I wish it did. Sometimes they still fly off and it takes forever for them to get into the cannon, but that time they worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Got pretty lucky.
Yeah, usually if you just... Yeah, usually, like you said, it's the easiest way to bunch them up. And if you just jump into it normally like Shadow, you'll always see, like... You'll probably see a character, like, trying their best, trying to jump in, like, 5 times. And just, like, delaying, like, the cannon shot. There, you can just skip all these rails by just jumping off with Rouge, so you can just, like, fly across here.
And here I have to start my light dash on a very specific ring, or else the game really likes to throw you off. It's very scary, so I always try to make sure I get a specific ring in that light dash sequence.
A classic light dash moment. Oh, he took Omega.
Ooh, I need him. I have a Team Blast though.
That's true.
It's a little late for me to go back.
Hey, Omega, welcome back.
Welcome back, dude.
Here, Mikey's just gliding across because when you hit the spring, you kind of just like are floating midair for like a little bit longer. So gliding across or just jumping off with Rouge and thunder shooting into the trolley is usually like a little bit faster.
Yep, either is pretty good. The spring, we just try to avoid the spring. My my glide there was kind of slow, so it was probably about even to me getting the spring. And here I'm
But
gonna
you
go
look cooler
for
doing it.
here I'm gonna go for something that I don't know has a name in Team Dark. I'm pretty sure they call it Tails Rail. Let me focus. Yeah.
Oh,
You wait till you get to the peak of that rail, and then you jump off, and you rail switch. Rail switching is the part that makes it work. I don't need.
I don't know.
I don't need.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, did the team not get taken?
Did anybody get taken? All right, here I go. I have never seen that before. If someone could please clip that, that would be fantastic.
Game is always good.
Mission
Cool.
completed.
We're at a bullet station. Let's go.
We're out.
Now we get to play the most unfun boss in the game.
Just average.
But still,
Yep.
you know, it's only one unfun boss. Just to lead up to, like, a very fun, like... Coming up is Egg Albatross. Egg Albatross has 3 phases.
Yeah.
The first phase, not too bad. The second phase is usually the phase that a lot of people, like, despise, the blimp. And then the third phase is just Egg Hawk, but weaker.
Ready all cannons! Open fire!
All right, here I go on the first phase.
We have to get it, no matter what. All right?
So, have them come to us, and then have Omega just wail on the little platform. Now here comes the blimp. The blimp is kind of scary at times because getting hit by the spike balls or like the propeller and just like getting launched off is like really easy to fall off this stage. No, just we're good, we're good.
It's really tough to clean up the
Alright,
last
let's play.
couple hits, especially when you feel like you are close to his health bar depleting. Cool.
And then Egghawk just takes one fire dunk and you're good to go.
Most of the time, it's very consistent with Team Rose, but other teams, I feel like it's like a 60-40 on if you get it or if you don't in one hit. Also, just want to say about what happened at the end of Bullet Station, it would not be a Sonic Heroes run. It also would not be a Team Dark run without something I've never seen before in my entire life.
True. I mean, you know, Sonic Heroes has got to make it interesting.
It's got
Every run
some
has got to
stuff.
be a little bit different. Alright, we're coming up on Frog Forest, which is honestly one of my favorite stages to play. I just really love the movement in this stage.
It's awesome.
Yeah, get the glide across here. Notice we're gonna see a lot of green frogs, and the green frogs are actually our friends because they're gonna start causing rain to happen to help spawn platforms. Nice tornado save.
I feel like I could have made it to that platform, I just did not trust myself.
Yeah, got this. And then our little froggy friend was trying to help us, but we're a little bit too fast for him. But you know, he was still there for us. But this frog, he's actually going to help us quit having this platform be ready for us. Oh, thank you. And there's Shadow saying, "Don't fall." Thank you, Shadow. We always appreciate the don't falls.
And this is a frame perfect. Actually, it's 2 frames, I think, on this object specifically. You just have to jump 2 frames, about 2 frames before you hit the ground.
Nice. And we can just avoid using that flower by just kicking across there, hitting that little vine. And yeah, usually there you would just destroy the gold robot, which destroys like all the other egg pawns near him, frees the frog, and just spawns the rain for making some of the more platform spawn. But you know, kicking across is faster than waiting for all that stuff to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're just chilling on the flower. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen that kick. Yo, I like
Oh,
that.
I love that kick.
I have to do that one.
Omega,
Oh,
please.
Hey, Omega.
I'm so glad I got that checkpoint.
Same here.
Annihilate.
I see
Alright,
Omega.
please.
Annihilation.
There we go.
Thank you, Omega.
Alright, I'm gonna go for something the community likes to call the triple titty glide. I didn't get
Triple
the
titty glide for the fans.
I didn't get the speed shoes, so it's very, very hard.
Activating balance.
I think I made it though. I
Yeah, I
can't see.
think you're good.
I am
Yeah,
good.
you're good.
Holy shit.
Yo, let's go.
Insane. Doing that without speed shoes is very, very difficult.
Yo, triple titty glide for the fans. That was a ton of speed without the speed
Yeah.
shoes.
I got a crazy angle from that. Normally it's really vertical, but that one was like it was all horizontal. Alright, Lost Jungle is another one of the stages I've been messing around with a lot lately.
Be careful.
Annihilate.
Let's see, we're getting the fruit bounce. There we go.
Yep. Good height.
Annihilate.
Oops.
Alright, we're good.
Annihilate.
And we're gonna.
And we're good.
We're good. There we go. Nice glide.
Into the catch-up flight. So
I see
satisfying.
here, instead of the green, well, we have green frog friends here, but we also have another kind of frog, the black frogs. They're not so friendly. They like to make essentially rain that just kills plants. So they're trying to they're trying to end the run as soon as possible. So try to get out of this level before the black frogs find you.
Here they come.
Annihilate.
Skip all this loop by just jumping down here.
Annihilate.
It's gonna be like a giant robot, a giant hammer bot that just spawns there, but we'll just leave him alone. Have him go about his day.
There he is, again.
Annihilate. Level up.
Here they come.
Here, it's just like a little gauntlet of these hammer bots. It won't take that long. We're level 2 Omega. Got the power.
I knew we could do it.
Don't let your guard down just yet.
Oops.
Hello, green frog.
Alright, I'll
Hello,
show off
black
something
frog.
funny. I'm definitely on gold pace, but I want to do this anyway. Woo!
Go! Let's
There we
go! The backwards flower.
The backwards flower, just for a little bit. Alright, we have
For the
invincibility
fan.
here, so we can do some cool stuff. We can actually reach all the way through here and hit the enemy.
There he is, again.
Just gonna jump up this little tree right here.
Yeah, there's a newer strat that I've been messing around with, but it's been a little inconsistent lately, so...
Is it the on the other side with the tornado?
Yeah. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Hey, are they trying to take us down to the
And here comes the part that I feel like scared a lot of people, the crocodile part.
And I'm taking these really
Which
safe.
isn't that bad.
You can jump off these a
Yeah.
little earlier than I am, pretty much every time. But I don't really want to lose... I don't really want to lose a life and go all the way back. I did get a checkpoint though. It's not the end of the world, but I'd rather not.
So we're through the section, so we're all good.
Woo!
The black frogs are just trolling a little bit.
Yep.
Next up is the Team Sonic fight.
Omega, the ultimate E-Series robot.
Yep.
Basically, same thing with team fights. Just kind of try to manipulate the AI.
I don't
and
really
Also, with
have a strat for this one in particular. It's kind of just mashing.
yeah, usually I just switch to flight and spam the flight boost and thundershoot.
Yep.
Not the best way to greet those you haven't
As that seems to work a lot for this fight and the Team Dark fight as well.
Mhm.
Shadow, have you lost your mind?
There we go.
And usually I can tell when Tails is gone is when Sonic just says, "Shadow, have you lost your mind?" That way you know you have at least one character's down.
Sorry, but no time for greeting.
Yeah, there is an AI manip strat, but I don't know how much research has been done on it. I don't know if it's very consistent, and if it is, how precise it is. But that's something that I assume the community will start implementing slowly in the future.
Are you sure this is the right way?
This might be one of the most technical
here-
stages.
What's up? Something on your mind?
Well, never
This
mind.
is probably across all teams my favorite level to play.
What did the doctor say about my memory?
Maybe I just make it super technical.
But-
I'm gonna be going for some interesting stuff, to say the least.
Very fun level too.
Yep.
Let's see. Alright, head castle time. Oh, getting rid of all three of these robots real quick.
What?
What's happening to us?
The horizon has turned
Okay.
upside down.
And only the wizard matters there, so just
Yep.
get rid of the wizard.
I'll take it from here. Go.
And can't be Team Dark without lots of robots.
Upside down castle is flipped right side up.
Now we're coming up to first thing, the door clip, which you can just clip through here. Because otherwise, the alternative is going down below, hitting the switch, hitting a switch again, and then hitting the switch and going back underneath.
And here's another example of actually, is this the first example of Ghost Rail or Ghost Pole?
Watch this.
So when you have Team Blasted and time is stopped, all poles are considered all the way up. So we just use that to go all the way up that pole without it ever... We don't have to wait for the animation.
From here.
And here I'm gonna do... what do we call this? Does this have a real name?
I believe it's just hang castle skip.
Yeah, you use Rouge to go all the way over here. And a lot of these walls aren't... they don't have collision. But the way that
Yeah,
works
so you just
is...
see this. Yeah, you just see this wall, and you're like, "Oh no, I can't go any further." And then just like, JK, I can just go through here.
The way that works is if you hit that gravity switch while Rouge has her flight meter out, you essentially have flight meter type flying without the meter. So you're kind of going horizontal. Well, you're falling horizontally. It's as if the meter has depleted and you're falling. And but you're not falling like a rock, like you normally would be.
And that just skips like a significant portion of the level.
Yep.
We're just pretty much at the pretty much the final stretch of this level now.
What's with this ugly statue?
Rouge, there's
Go.
the target switch. Can
Come
you
on, switch.
Yeah.
I'll take it from here.
I'll take it from here. Go.
Oh no.
Oh,
Unfortunate. I hadn't
That's
missed
okay. We
that in
can
a
do hang
while.
castle skip again.
Yeah, you get to see Hand Castle skip again. Yeah, because I had level 3 Shadow there. I was able to kick over there and homing attack the pole to get it, but I missed the inputs by just a little bit. I think I was too close to the edge when I was mashing, so didn't work.
Just
So I'll,
slightly, yeah.
I'll show off the other strat since I don't have level 3 Shadow anymore. And Hang Castle Skip works with Team
Yeah.
Dark and Team Sonic in the same exact way.
And technically, you can do it with Team Rose. But you get to this section and you can do everything here. But then you get the rings, but then you have to remember Amy can't use Light Dash, so yeah. And you're just like, oh, well, it was fun to get here.
What's with this ugly statue?
Cool. So here's another instance of ghost pull.
Chaos control.
And these invisible pulls do not work if you homing attack into them. It only works if you tornado them, sorry.
All you gotta do is just take out the gold bot.
Yep.
That takes out everything. And going on the section where it's running down the tower. Which is just, you know, a lot of kicking, because, you know, kind of fun. And also fast.
And I hold a
And
pretty
staying off
precise
to the
angle.
side just to avoid spike balls.
What
Whoa,
in the
Omega,
world?
why?
Oh no.
Omega, why must you do this?
From here.
Very,
And
very
we get to see Hang
unfortunate.
Castle skip again, though.
Yep, for the third time. Third time's a charm.
Hey, it's one for each member. One for Shadow, one for Rouge, and now one for Omega.
Alright. As long as I can have a run that people are seeing new things during, then I'm totally fine.
And a lot of new information about
Yep.
things that can happen in Sonic Heroes runs.
I still don't think
One
I'm going to
thing-
go over my estimate. We'll see.
I think you should be fine.
Yeah, the rest of this has been so good. I bet I've been on PB pace for like minutes. Like I bet I've been over a minute faster than my PB. So 3 Hand Castle skips.
Here we go.
Just watch this.
Everybody loves 3 Hand Castle skips.
What's with this ugly statue?
Oh. Yeah, come on, Switch.
Oh my. There we go.
Switch is always kind of wonky. Hey, at least you got a 1-up from that one. It's the makeup for Omega's,
for the lives.
Issues. Yeah.
Naturally.
Here we are back at the tower.
Yep. Same deal. I hold this kind of precise angle so I don't bounce off the wall like that. And I want to be kicking at a certain time too. Like that. Alright, I'm going to stay shadow and I'm just going to walk. Just go down like normal.
And then you just hit the switch, and then you're just dodging all these ghosts.
And there's a
Which
very cool
isn't
new
that bad.
strat that I could be doing if I had more time to get acquainted with it. But for now,
Pick it from here.
the old strat. Very sorry to Revo who was showing me it and telling me to do it. I was not able to get it in my practice, so I was a little nervous for it. And I didn't want a 4th
Taking this.
Hang Castle skip.
Aw, but we love 4 Hand Castle skips. Now for Mystic Mansion is honestly my favorite song in the game.
Oh yeah?
The castle.
I love this song.
Here.
Where are my friends? There they are.
There they are.
I'll try this 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
There we go. And that just skipped fighting that giant hammer bot.
Ah.
Where you just fight him and then it spawns the switch that you have to hit with Rouge. There we go. And then we just had at the teammates orbiting around the door to hit the switch so we don't have to like go all the way around, hit it, and then go back. Coming up to this combat section, which Mikey's gonna destroy the wizard bot, destroy the first 2 bots right here. go for a Rocket Excel to take away the shields of the other two bots and just homing attack. Sounds like a lot, but like definitely like, you know, kind of optimal to go about it. And then we just team blast that giant robot because those bots just have a lot of HP.
Yep, and if you notice, I went right through a wall there. There's no collision, so it's not like I'm clipping through anything. It does not exist in the first place.
So was that the 818 trolley on the first one?
Tied world record.
Let's go. World record trolley?
And a lot of the times when this game, when you get hit in this game, it's better to kind of get pushed around than to try to switch to another teammate. Oh god.
Oh boy. We got the checkpoint. We're fine.
Yeah, right after a checkpoint. Jeez. But yeah, it's better to get kind of pushed around than to try to switch to another team because...
And you lose your iframes when you switch.
Yep,
so
exactly.
you can easily get double hitted. So basically, if you got hit, lose your ring, switch to a character, you can get hit again and just like immediately die. Yeah. Basically, just take the hit.
Yep.
Coming up here, these spots all have like the spiky shield. You just Rocket Excel through all of them, just get rid of them. And now they can't really do much against us. You can just clip through here.
You can, it's possible.
Not happening.
And this guy's kind of a bait. You don't have to fight him at all. You do have to fight these guys.
Yeah,
though.
I think that's the first instance of the hammer bot with the helmet.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, but yeah, he's just a bait. Yeah, he was ready to throw hands, but just walked by and, you know, ruined his day. So he's just mad now that we just left him. Yeah, the hammer bots with helmets, those are usually bots that you want to team blast because those bots have, I believe, are invincible until you knock off their helmets. So you have to wait until they spin their hammer, knock them down with, you have to knock them down with like one of your characters, either like Omega or Rouge, or I think Shadow can do so. And that way they lose their helmets, and that way you can actually attack them. So, you know, obviously it takes like a ton of time. I just want to just team blast them.
Yep, and I'm using visual cues in the background to know when to jump because I cannot react to any of that.
Orbit.
We may be able to use triangle jump.
Now it's time for the triangle jump. And that was the triangle jump.
Terrifying.
Now we're entering one of my favorite rooms, the McDonald's Sprite room.
The McDonald's
It just looks like TV static, and it looks very tasty. Just like McDonald's
I want to
Sprite.
eat this room.
What is this place?
Yeah, and then these rooms are all basically trials. If you notice, the Team Sonic one is basically like a trial for like speed, power, flight, where you have to do like a certain challenge.
Jeez.
No,
Alright,
come on.
I'll go
come
for
on,
regular
Kick.
strats.
Come on, Shadows Kick.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's trials for each one of them. Like Sonic's would be homing, attacking a bunch of ghosts to get across. Tails is like flying on platforms, and Knuckles is using triangle dive. But for Team Darks, they just made theirs just like robot fights, where usually there's a character that excels in certain robot fights.
Yep.
So for Shadow, they gave him the wizard bots and just egg pawns. For Rouge, they gave her the wizard bots that are just flying midair, and then Omega has the hammer bot.
And another unfortunate thing is I'm not level 2 or 3 Rouge to deal with these guys. So I'll have to do a lot of fire dunk.
Oh no, forgot about that. Even level 1 would be nice, just to,
Yeah.
like be able to knock them
Best case
without your
scenario is I
characters
get it
getting
from one of these
stunned.
guys.
Yeah, at least you knock the important ones, the ring, the ones who take your rings.
Yep.
I'll take it from here. I'll take it from here.
Here I'll do one Team Blast
And
glitch.
then this one,
I don't know where
yeah,
the
and then
camera
this
is.
one use Team Blast because fighting the hammer bot is kind of scary on a little tiny platform like this.
Yep.
And that is Stick Mansion.
I guess they wanted to challenge us.
And now here is probably actually the hardest boss in the whole game.
Oh
Robot
yes,
Storm.
Robot Storm.
Freezy's quite good at these as
Ro-
well, so I'll let him take it away.
So Robot Storm, kind of like Carnival, but Robot Storm, in a sense, is definitely a lot harder because in Carnival you have like a little wall or barrier protecting you from falling off the stage.
What do you think?
Robot Storm, they just said, yeah, just remove that, and as well as putting a ton of robots in this.
So many.
But
They even bring out the big hammer guy in wave 2. They don't even wait.
they just said it's time to get ready to fight these guys. But for Team Darks, you're actually going to be doing a ton of Team Blast glitching. So you're going to see a lot of chaos control happening because it's just faster to go through this instead of like fighting some of these waves. So you'll see Mikey doing a ton of these Team Blast glitches right now, just to like get his meter ready. This wave always looks so intimidating. There's like 15 of these like gold bots.
Yep. And the game is constantly trying to push me over the edge.
And then this one, they're all gold turtles, so that's just an instant Team Blast glitch.
Yep. And I think I missed both funny frames this run. But
No, not the
me and
frames.
Freefall both got one each in our Chaotix run. So,
Let's go.
and there's more heroes to be played over the weekend, so my Team Blast glitches or my funny frame glitches will be avenged.
We always love seeing funny frame around here.
Oops. Let me out.
Yeah, and then here you can just cancel the cannon with power by just pressing B.
Mm-hmm.
I actually didn't know that when I was a kid playing this game, and I just thought my boss fight was just over because I entered the cannon as Omega. Omega shoots all those missiles and still hits no one.
Have to wait for some enemies to spawn in, and then now I can Team Blast. Now this is the worst
this
phase in the whole run.
Yeah, this wave has those ring taking bots as well as a ton of hammer bots that are
Yep,
spawning.
I'm gonna wait for
So,
them.
yeah, don't stand in those blue circles.
Yep.
And now we're out of that wave.
Oh, Vintage
wave
also
is
got
easier.
the funny frame in Robot Carnival.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, and then that wave's super easy. You just take them all out with Rouge. And then this one can be a little bit scary at first because there's 2 gold jellyfish robots.
Stop this senseless fight.
But it's not that bad. And then the rhinos are just. And then here, the egg pawns are just raining, so just start roller skating around with Omega and start spamming just to get rid of them.
All right, and these next
And
two
the final
are.
2 waves,
Yep, go right ahead.
yeah, Yeah, they're just team blasts.
Yep.
You just see all this, and you're like, yeah, I don't want to fight this.
If any wave faster than 5 seconds, might as well just team blast it.
I'll take it from here.
And same thing here. There's a helmet bot, as well as 2 other hammer bots joining them. Let's not fight them. Let's just team blast.
That'll take more than 5 seconds.
Those were the easy ones.
All right.
And that's Robot Storm. Oh, now we're coming up to Egg Fleet. Let's go.
Mhm.
I actually like this stage a lot.
It's tough, but it's good.
It's a tough stage, but once you learn like the movements and everything, it's very fun.
I will also I'll be skipping some dialogue. Well, what do you think? Should I do it?
Yeah, let's skip the dialogue.
It's a pretty good line, but I might want to skip it. There's a line
I
that
think it'll be
Shadow and
funny.
Rouge both say right at the beginning where she says we're at the edge of space and he says, "Space? Did you say space?" If you light dash over these rings right here, nobody says anything. And you're just falling in silence.
And
I
they're
think
just
that's-
very focused on falling.
And I think that's beautiful.
Get away from the target marker.
Oh. Very nice.
Oops.
I'll take it from here.
This hallway is so
Scroll down.
awkward.
Yeah, I still need to like learn how to navigate this hallway.
What an amazing sight.
And you just jump at like the end of that rail with Rouge, so you can skip having to use triangle dive on those
I need
those,
a
like,
ring.
little propellers or fans.
Any ring, please. Okay.
Oh man, that was a close one.
Bad ring. Bad ring to want to get, but
Get from here. We're on.
I felt like I needed it.
Yeah, grabbing rings in this game just is already a chore. We'll glide over here.
Oops. It's fine.
Yeah, you're jump through here.
Very, very scary stage.
Now we get to relax a little bit as they tell us to dodge missile fire by just going up and down, which they're going to tell us to go down. And then go up. Or ascend.
Ascend and descend. So there's actually
Ascend.
there's 2 pretty fast strats for going across these ships. I'll be doing each just to show off both of them. So here's the first one. You go over here and you get a tornado that locks
Thank you,
onto
Tornado.
there.
Nice, let's go Tornado.
You and the rocket excel.
And now we're we're actually at the beginning of Team Rose's section. So you guys might remember some of the layout of these fans and these objects if you saw the Rose LTS run.
Get from here. We're on.
Skip fighting that E2000 robot.
Yep.
Honestly, fighting him is also a chore as well, so always nice to avoid those. Just triangle diving across these little fans.
Normally you get to bounce on that cannon, but I just kind of kicked right through it, so no complaints, I guess.
Maybe hitting it from the side is better?
Maybe. Ideally, I would just go around it, but...
And we're in another section of Ascend and Descend.
Yep.
I forgot which one's first. I think it's Ascend. No, Descend is first. Oh no, rear set moved down. Ascend, there we go. We're gonna get a Descend or are we gonna get a move down?
Yep, we're gonna get a move down. Is it random? I think it's actually random.
I think so.
I swear I've heard all kinds of different things. Alright, here's the final ship.
Alright.
End of the stage. And I'll show off something that I think has been around for a little while, but was recently rediscovered by Vintage McNugget, who just ran Rose LTS this morning.
Let's go,
And
Vintage.
he dubbed it the Vintage Wall Run. You can do that with any team that goes on these ships like this, which I think Chaotix doesn't, so it's just
Chaos control.
Team Dark, Team Sonic, and Team Rose.
Yep. And we're out of Egg Fleet.
Yep. Unfortunately, we will be overestimate by probably 2 minutes. But
Perfect as always.
But it was kind of worth it to show off Hang Castle Skip 3 times.
I just want to see what my splits look like, because I can't see them with this layout. I want to know what the plus and minus is for this.
Alright, now we're coming up to Final Fortress. The final level before the final boss, of course.
This is enormous.
Level can be a little bit tough at times, but honestly, it's not too bad. I still think Bullet Station is definitely a harder level than this one.
Wow.
But this one has some pretty fun movement. Yeah, usually there you can just get a kick and
Yeah, my
skip this
kicks
whole,
are out of
like,
it
part
today for some
entirely.
reason.
The Shadow's just not having it today with the kicks. Okay, he got that one though.
Nope.
Oh, never mind, he said no.
Of course. You don't need it though.
Ah,
My teammates are okay. There they are.
Bruce, where are you? Yeah, this is another bait bot. Basically, you can just jump across here and hit the rail. And instead of triangle diving there, you can just jump onto that little platform right there. Just jump above to the rail.
Yep, and it's a little
Drop
faster to
down
go
here.
this lower route.
Yeah, and make sure on the lower route, enter that speed pad as a flight formation, so you can just fly up there instead of fighting that one shield bot like at the bottom.
Chaos control.
And another hammer bot with a helmet, get rid of him with Team Blast because you don't want to fight that robot.
Oops. Yep, and something that we haven't really mentioned yet, that we probably should have, I guess, is that Team Dark's Team Blast allows you to stop time for a short moment, and we use it to, oh my gosh, and we can cancel that immediately by hitting Z again.
Cannons, look out!
It's so funny how my first time playing the game, I didn't know that until I started speedrunning this game.
I didn't know that until my second or third speedrun of the category. I was just waiting the whole time. The splits were so long.
That's what I did. I was always just wondering, it's like, oh, okay, like,
All right,
guess
I'll
I
get
just
to
gotta
show
wait
off a
for
little
this all.
backup here.
From here.
I obviously can't make it down there, but I can make it over here. And this loops all the way around.
From here.
Where's I just need to see the rails and then get to them.
There we go.
And that's better than having to fight the enemies down there and do all that stuff.
And then we hit this spring as Rouge, so we can skip. There's like fights on like 3 of these platforms. Getting that one as Rouge skips 2 of them. Get the little boost upwards, boost off like the hammer bot real quick, so we don't have to fight them. And we're in the final rail section.
Yep. And the interesting thing about these rails compared to if you've ever played Team Sonic is that there's a timer that shoots a laser, and the timer starts the moment you touch the rail, or you enter the area that the rail is like designated to. So here I'm gonna wait, and then I go, so that the laser does not shoot while I'm still on it, on the rail. This shouldn't mess up my timing. No, it should be fine.
You're fine.
So here I have to wait, and now I go. It's another one of those like gotcha things.
Here we go.
Yep.
Done with Final Fortress.
Not a bad end game, all things considered, except for Mystic Mansion and Hang Castle. But I guess by end game I mean this final area.
Yeah.
You know what?
Very
We can
solid.
still possibly be below average. No? My estimate? Nope. Not
Oh.
10 seconds. Nope. Impossible.
Well, if we decide to not play Egg Emperor and just end the
Alright,
game,
runs
end the
over.
game when we get
It's
2-player
done.
battle mode. Yeah.
It's done.
Alright, we got 2-player battle mode. We're
Uh.
done. Let's go. We got one more boss to fight.
Shoutouts to
He
2-player
doesn't
battle
take that
mode.
long.
Anybody want to
We
money
love
match me
two-player
in
battle
2-player
mode.
battle mode? Hit me up at @TheBigMikey_
No.
on Twitter. Come at me. I'm the 2-player battle mode champ.
Let's go. Yeah, Emperor. Basic idea. If y'all seen the Team Rose run, get your flight character to level 2. Lock on both your characters onto them, so they're constantly doing damage to the Egg Emperor, and that should be the end of the fight. But now with added robots.
Yep, lots of robots. And a lesser talked about thing about these fights is that if you stand to one side when you let Eggman shoot, then... Oh wait, possibly one cycle? Yeah,
Oh, let's go.
yeah.
Good stuff.
Thank you. It's really weird to get a one cycle from that strat, but I'm glad I did it. I know we're over time. Definitely not a PB. Like no shot at all. So we don't have to hang out and watch the credits and look at the IGT. So I'm definitely down to just throw it back to the marathon. Thank you guys so much for having us on. Anything you want to say,
Yeah,
Freezy?
thank you so much. Check out the Heroes runs, y'all.
Yep.
Trying to grow. Yeah, we're growing out here. We'd love to see a lot of new runners come out. Yeah, check out the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
thank
can
y'all so much for
follow-
watching.
You can follow me at BigMikey_ on Twitch. You can follow Freezy at FreezyPopFP on Twitch. My Twitter is at TheBigMikey_. And Freezy, are you also FreezyPopFP on Twitter?
I am.
Yep. There you go. And we both have YouTube channels as well. Same deal.
Yep. Yeah. Big Mikey at YouTube, and then mine's Freezy Pop on YouTube as well.
Mhm.
Never mind. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Yep. Thank you guys. All right. I'm gonna hop out the call.
All right, see.